alternatives?
I don't think we'd have any alternatives. There isn't a single aspect of ship operations that's not under his control. If he were proven to be malfunctioning, I wouldn't see how we'd have any choice but disconnection.
I'm afraid I agree with you.
There'd be nothing else to do.
Be a bit tricky.
Yeah.
We'd have to cut his higher brain functions without disturbing the purely automatic and regulatory systems. And we'd have to work out the transfer procedures of continuing the mission under ground-based computer control.
Yeah. Well, that's far safer than allowing Hal to continue running things.
You know, another thing just occurred to me. Well, as far as I know, no 9,000 computers have been disconnected.
Well, no 9,000 computers ever found out before.
That's not what I mean. Well, I'm not so sure what he'd think about it. Well, I'm not so sure what he'd think about it. Well, I'm not so sure what he'd think about it.
X-ray Delta 1, this is Mission Control. Roger, you're 1930. We concur with your plan to replace number 1 unit to check fault prediction. We should advise you, however, that our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault. I say again, in error predicting the fault. I know this sounds rather incredible, but this conclusion is based on results from our 90000 computer. We are skeptical ourselves, and we are running cross-checking routines to determine the reliability of this conclusion. Sorry about this, Ms. Knight. We'll get this info to you just as soon as we work it out. X-ray Delta 1, this is Mission Control.
without disturbing the purely automatic and regulatory systems. And we'd have to work out the transfer procedures of continuing the mission under ground-based computer control.
Yeah, well, that's far safer than going to hell.
You know, another thing just occurred to me. As far as I know, no 9,000 computers.
9,000 computers ever found it before.
That's not what I mean. Well, I'm not so sure what do you think about it.